Hello, welcome back to my channel. If you are new, I'm Kiana Jane. Make sure you subscribe to join the tribe. Today I'm going to be sharing the step that everyone misses, or the majority of us miss, when it comes to the law of attraction. So for those of us who are into the law of attraction, or for those of you who are, into manifesting your desires and consciously co-creating your life, you would know the simple 3-step process that everybody talks about, that The Secret gave us. And those 3 steps are ask, believe and receive. But today I am going to be sharing the 4th step that comes between believing and receiving, and that is the law of action, taking action. Now that might, be not something that many of us want to hear, because we really like the idea of sitting back, visualizing what we want and then just allowing it to manifest and materialize into our reality. But the reality is, whilst the inner work is important, and it actually is one of the most important parts of this process, so is taking action. There's a balance. Quite a lot of us have taken, the idea that you can just ask and receive, and we forget the vital part of taking inspired action. Now, I don't mean forcing action. I don't mean like completely burning yourself out and taking action that you think will get to where you want to be, but I mean taking inspired action, listening into yourself first and then following the guidance that you get. It's finding the balance between being in your feminine energy and allowing the inspiration to come, and then getting into your masculine energy, so you take the inspired action to meet the universe halfway, show the universe that you are committed to making this happen, showing the universe that you really want this to happen by doing your part. And a part of what is your part is taking the action that you get the inspiration to do, so that the universe can then do its part to match your action, and then your things start to come into fruition. And so I'm going to give you an example about what I mean by taking inspired action. So if I ask for something, say, I have the desire to become a YouTuber, I have the desire to become a successful YouTuber, where I set the intention for my message to be shared to touch the souls and the hearts of the people that need to hear what I have to say. So I set that intention, and that's my asking part. That is the first part to the law of attraction. I then obviously believe that this can happen. I believe, and I get into the state, I do my inner work. I get into the energy of believing that I am, capable, and it is possible for me to be who I want to be and for me to achieve this goal. I then will receive inspired guidance, and I will get the urge, or I will, know that in order to be a YouTuber, I have to create videos. And I will then experience something that inspires me to create a video and to talk about a topic. And then I do the action. I create the video. I create the video with the inspired guidance that the universe has given me. I create a video on the topic that I all of a sudden just can't wait to talk about. That is what inspired action feels like. It feels aligned. It feels good. It feels like something you want to do. Now, inspired action may not always be the work. It might be go for a walk in the park. It might be to take the bus to work this morning instead of the train. And on that bus, you meet someone who you start talking to, and then they all of a sudden have an opportunity for you that you wouldn't have received if you'd got the train that morning.
I'm actually getting lightheaded talking about this.
This is how I know, like, I'm channeling through content, which is amazing. Yeah, inspired action feels good, inspired action feels aligned, and once you take that inspired action, the universe can meet you, the universe can show you the opportunities, the universe can present to you what it's wanting to present. If you don't follow the inspired action, then you're not doing your part, and you're not, you know, you're not proving that this is actually what you really want. So another example of a time when I actually received inspired action and guidance, sometimes it doesn't always make sense, and that's the beauty of it. So I remember just sitting in my room, and I needed a bit of cash, and I'm never the type of person, I've never really like done the lottery, I'd never like bought scratch cards, it's just not something that I've done before. And I was literally just sitting in my room, and I got this urge to go and buy a scratch card. Now at the time, like, it's not, like I said, it's not something that I usually do, and I just had this inspired feeling to go and do that. So I wasted no time, I went to my corner shop, I bought a scratch card, one that I felt drawn to. I came back home, I'd done the scratch card, and I won £10. But even though it was just £10, I followed, you know, I followed the guidance that the universe gave me. I followed the call and the urge to go and buy a scratch card. It's not something that I, you know, if I wanted money, I wouldn't have just thought, oh, I'm going to go and buy a scratch card and in hope that I'm going to get some money. It just was an inspired thought that came across me in that moment in time that I decided to follow, I took action upon, and then I therefore received a gain in cash. Next time you may be feeling like, you know, things aren't working, ask yourself, are you following the guidance that you are receiving? Are you taking action on, you know, what it is that you are being called to do? If you're wanting to start a blog, have you created your website? If you're wanting to, you know, become a coach, are you following the steps that your soul is urging you to do, the universe is calling you to do? This is the part that people miss. This is the part that people forget. This is the part that people don't follow on. And so when you start incorporating the law of action with the law of attraction, things will start to shift and things will start to move in, you know, and shift in ways you cannot even imagine. So take action, do the inner work, balance your feminine and masculine sides, and the universe will conjure up and will make things work in your favor. So I hope this video has given you an insight into something that you haven't possibly thought about before, or you haven't taken, you know, seriously before. And so thank you so much for watching my videos. I am so grateful to have you here. I feel so elated to be given this opportunity to create videos on YouTube, to share with you my messages and what I learn along the way. And I'll see you again in my next video.